Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to the Chautauqua Mall in Jamestown, New York. This is another one of those lost files that I, for some reason, filmed well over a year ago and never bothered editing it until now, but here we are. This video is going to consist of footage from two different visits, the first visit being in mid-January 2023, and the second visit being in late June 2023. This mall has been on a downward slope for the past few years, and today it is very dead. Kohan Retail owns the mall now, so let's take a walk through this property and see how it's doing. History would begin in 1971, when Chautauqua Mall opened its doors for the first time. Developed by Edward J. DeBartolo, Chautauqua Mall would greet shoppers with JCPenney, Sears, Woolworths, and Quality Markets as its original anchors. Chautauqua Mall would also be noted as being the sister mall to the former Upper Valley Mall in Ohio, which I've covered on the channel in the past. Chautauqua Mall would have a great start throughout the 70s and into the 80s. However, the mid-80s would start seeing some changes. JCPenney ended up closing their store at Chautauqua Mall in 1986, and its space would get converted into a Jamesway department store that same year. This would be the 100th store in the Jamesway chain, and would replace their first ever location in Jamestown. However, Jamesway did not last very long, as they would close in 1993 alongside Woolworths that same year, and around the same time, Quality Markets would relocate out of Chautauqua Mall. In 1997 would see Simon Property Group acquire the mall and take over for ownership, and more changes would happen that same year, as JCPenney decided to come back to Chautauqua Mall and reopen in most of the former space they left behind for Jamesway, and the rest of the former Jamesway space would get converted into an Office Max. Around the same time, the former Woolworths space would receive an expansion and would be converted into a 60,000 square foot Bon-Ton store. And Simon Property Group would also bring along a renovation for the mall and add a food court, bring in new stores like Old Navy, Gap, and Spencer's, and make way for new spaces for existing tenants, Electronics Boutique, and Hallmark. Whilst Chautauqua Mall would end up seeing great success throughout the late 90s, the food court was not, and would close in 1999 due to its vendors withdrawing from the mall. However, would reopen later that year with new tenants Orange Julius, Hot Stuffed Pizza, and Mean Jeans Burgers. However, this would be short-lived as well, as all of those restaurants would close by 2002. But the food court would then see a Subway get added before it would close. Inevitably, the food court would just completely fail and would eventually be ripped out and converted to a Planet Fitness. Not much would happen otherwise throughout the late 2000s or entering into the 2010s. 2013 would see Olive Garden open up as an out parcel in the mall parking lot, and 2014 would see Chautauqua Mall's ownership go over to Washington Prime. However, things were about to start going south, as in 2018, Bon-Ton would file for bankruptcy and close all locations, including the Chautauqua Mall store. The store would close on August 29th, 2018. And following this, Sears would also announce the closure of their Chautauqua Mall store, and would close the location in January 2019. By this point, Chautauqua Mall would start struggling, and many tenants would start leaving the mall. The pandemic would not help at all whatsoever, as more stores would leave the dying property. However, Ollie's Bargain Outlet would move into the former OfficeMax space in February 2021. However, things were not looking better at all, as Kohan Retail Investment Group would take over ownership of Chautauqua Mall in 2022. This leaves us to where we are today. Since the recording of this footage, the movie theater has closed, and a few other tenants that you see open in this video are also closed. Chautauqua Mall is a shell of its former self, and only time will tell what the future holds for this property.
This mall was one of the first malls I visited on our trip to Buffalo, New York. And I'll be honest about my opinion on this mall, I thought it was pretty bland. It wasn't the worst I've ever seen. There were some neat details within its design, such as the blue mountain wall decals and the skylights, but truthfully, this mall was very white and bland looking.
So as I stated earlier in the video, I came to Chautauqua Mall twice. And I'm not gonna disadmit, yeah, this mall's pretty bland. Especially when you compare it to what this place looked like in old photos that I found online from the 70s and 80s. This just doesn't hold a candle. I mean, the center court is really cool, but this mall used to have a ton of brick planters and fountains from what I saw. So this really doesn't hold a candle to what it used to look like. At the end of the day, it's very generic, but still, it's not the worst mall I've seen, but it's also not the best. But anyways, now that Kohan owns this mall, I feel like this mall is definitely in deep trouble. As y'all know with Kohan's track record on this channel, it's very mixed to negative, and most of the malls that I've covered and that they own are very dead. Kohan is not a good company to own a mall, and anytime you see one of their malls, your expectation is at minimum what Chautauqua Mall looks like now. It's not doing well, and really all I could do is wish this place the best of luck, but honestly, knowing how it is today, it's only a matter of time before this place ends up closing. But I don't want to see that happen. Even if I think this mall isn't the most aesthetically pleasing, I don't want to see it close. At the end of the day, we only have so many malls left, so I don't want to see this one close. And with that, I would like to thank you all for watching my video tour of the Chautauqua Mall in Jamestown, New York. With that being said, everyone, if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like as it greatly helps support the channel. And whilst you're at it, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so more videos like this can come to more viewers like you. I have a lot more mall content coming to the channel very soon, with a lot more stuff you're not going to want to miss, so be sure to subscribe for more malls to come your way. I also have an Instagram linked in the description with sneak peeks of future videos coming to the channel. That's where I'm going to leave it, everyone. With that being said, thank you all for watching, take care, stay awesome, and have a blessed day. I will see you all in my next video.